Hey, what's up, guys? Warren van Beek here. We are on SA Drama TV, episode number 3.
Oh, I'm in episode number 3.
Yeah.
Why wasn't I in the first one?
We have Mr. Michael Schack.
This is Warren.
So, Michael, how's it been in South Africa so far? You excited? Clinic is
Yeah,
tonight.
absolutely. First clinic tonight, and I've been counting down to this one. I've been in South Africa before. This is my third time, but it's the most important one.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So, tell us more about where you're from and how music began for you. Get that out
I'm
of the
from
way.
Belgium,
Okay.
and music began for me at the age of 4. But I never actually actively studied drums or anything. I have a degree in economics, which was it just happened to play in a band, and the band became successful.
Awesome.
And suddenly I found myself on a tour bus because we were asked to support an international tour in over Europe. And then I started doing sessions from that, and I left that band, and I did other things, and then the Roland thing came along, and that's it's been an incredible adventure, and I'm really happy that it's still increasing.
That's awesome.
So there's no dip.
And how did the Roland thing come along? So obviously you mentioned now you went from playing with bands and artists, and now, if I'm correct in saying, you've almost adjusted to more of a solo career, in a sense?
Yeah, it kind of happened naturally because, of course, as a Roland demonstrator in the beginning, I was doing demonstration concerts or demonstration drum things at music fairs and in big open door dealer store days and so on. So I kind of had to go, to come up with some kind of interesting program and my own play-alongs and also integrating the samplers and so on. And this triggered more and more of a solo thing happening. Of course,
Awesome.
at drum festivals, you see a lot of drummers playing solo.
Yeah.
But I'm also doing this at regular music festivals now. And I became like a DJ and a drummer at the same time.
Yeah. So they call it the DJ drummer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
But there's a lot of drummers that hook up with DJs.
Yeah.
But they usually play on top of the DJ tracks, which actually have the drums.
Yes.
But I produce my own mashups.
That is
I
awesome.
integrate many things people know.
Yeah.
At the same time, I do my own bass patterns, and all the drums are played live, including the kick.
Yes, that is killer.
Yeah, it's a
Absolutely killer.
workout.
Can I hear a drum? One more time for the masses. Hey, hey. One more time for the masses. Hey, hey. Selector. One more time for the masses. One more time for the masses.
How did you find the adjustment, obviously, from going your normal acoustic kit, and obviously your setup is quite intricate in terms of the whole hybrid setup.
Yeah, this is a very compact drum set, as you see.
Yes.
You know, I'm not even using rack toms.
Yeah.
But this is what a hybrid drummer today needs to become a, let's say, the specific perfect band drummer for a hip hop act or a dance act or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not eager or not into playing full electronic kits, this is what you can
the one,
do.
yeah.
And you already own the drums, so you just need to add some bits. And the main thing that makes people dance are a kick drum, a snare, maybe a hi-hat, and maybe just one cymbal.
Exactly.
That's all you need. And the main thing about this kit is also that you can make it sound double as powerful as it looks.
Exactly.
Now.
With added triggers on and all that. It's incredible.
Exactly. So I have a trigger on the floor tom.
Yeah.
And I use the floor tom acoustically, you know, just as a floor tom sound, which you can see in the clips. But I also added some sub lows, or you can put a clap on there, or you can even put a hi-hat on the rim, because all these triggers are double zone. That BT1 trigger bar, I can use it for hi-hats, I can use it for a clap, I can use it to trigger vocals, which is amazing because you can actually act as if you hit the singer on the face and he will start singing. and the snare also dual zone, so you can really play the rim shots and at the same time layer some heavy nasty dubstep snares underneath or whatever. On the bass drum, it's also dual zone, but this is important with this Roland technology. This trigger on the bass drum is actually a dual zone trigger, but you only have one playing zone. But the other signal is actually kind of a counter phase signal, which will make it, let's say, a little bit more isolated when you're playing next to a bass guitar amp. Because in a lot of the old days, people were buying triggers, but then they said, I'm not using them anymore, because when the bass player is like sound checking or he's looking at a nice girl in the crowd and he's playing louder, he triggers my bass drum at the same time. So this is kind of a isolating technology, which is it's like a noise cancelling thing. And then, of course, most important is the module.
Brain.
So the floor tom signal, the snare signal, the bass drum signal is going in there. All the samples and the sounds are in there. And then immediately I can now output all those sounds separately to the sound engineer.
Wow.
So no master out. So he has separate control in the PA of the kick drum, the acoustic signal, and at the same time also the triggered signal. And then that red one is the SPD1 WAV. I used it in the clips to trigger some music.
Okay, awesome.
So it's like a one-man band a little bit.
Exactly.
But you can, it's like a sampler. You can put anything in there. If you like a howling dog, you can actually put it in there. And I know you like howling dogs, Warren.
Don't know how you need
it's something. Yeah, I know.
You've done your research.